Hey friends, it's December, which means one thing. I always remind you of this every single year. It is time for Kids Moon Club. It is the only time of the year that you can enroll, which means once December rolls on, I don't know. Once December 31st is gone, it is closed. The doors are forever shut. Not forever, but until next year. So if you've never heard me talk about Kids Moon Club, have no idea what I'm talking about, what kind of sprinkles of magic or intentions can you add to my homeschool routine, or you don't even have to be a homeschooler, this is like for everyone, honestly, then stick around. I'm going to do an updated overview of the 2024 Kids Moon Club, and I also have a little surprise. I know. Arlene, you don't do giveaways anymore. I know I don't do giveaways anymore, but sometimes I make an exception. This is one of those times. So Nicolette graciously offered a whole year enrollment to Kids Moon Club to one lucky you. One of you. That didn't really sound right. Anyways, let's just do this thing. Here we go.
Foggy mornings are where I begin. Conversations I can never win, but it's not a competition. Though if it was, I'm losing.
If you're brand new to my channel, my name is Arlene with Arlene & Company. As I said before, I'm going to do a complete updated, because I've done this a few times, Kids Moon Club overview. What it is, I've been members since 2019. So I would like to say that we're OGs, but we're not OGs because it started like a year before. So I can't say that, and that always irks me. I want to have like the, those little founder flags that you see. Anyways, I'm going to tell you everything that it includes, what you are going to expect, and if you've seen it before, what has changed. I've seen the evolution of the Kids Moon Club and all the extra little nitty-gritties that she has added, especially to the online database, because I think it's pretty cool because it's so user-friendly, and you can just like, even if you prepared Zippo, nothing, then you're good to go. All right, but I did say that Nicolette is going to go ahead and offer one of you a year membership to the Kids Moon Club. So what do you have to do for that? And let's say you already know everything about it and you don't want to sit to me there's talking. Okay, fine. I'll let you off the hook and let you know what to do. Okay, so you can go ahead and enter in the comments here and Instagram, where I announced that come over here for this post and back and forth. So anyways, you can comment on both places. Am I gonna give you a list of things that you have to do? Absolutely not. As I said before, I no longer do the giveaways. Absolutely no shame about it if you do. Nothing. It's just not right for me anymore. But I do make exceptions on things that are near and dear to my heart and that are intentional or whatever not. But if giveaways is your game, I will always like even share your stuff, like for sure. This is not my thing. Get doing what you have to do. All right, so in the comments, friends, you see my moon friend? See my moon friend? Tell me your first pet's name. That's it. Tell me your first pet's name. Now, things that you can do to say thank you for, the video. Thank you for letting me know. You can subscribe. Hey, that would be awesome. Do I have any way of checking if you're a subscriber when you put a comment? Absolutely not. I have no clue. No clue. So yeah, that's not a requirement. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That would be swell. Why not? Hang out. Am I gonna go and cross-check if you're following me over there? No, I do not have the time for that, friends. Would you go over to Nicolette's page on A Wilder Child and check out everything she has to offer? That would be beautiful. I am actually an affiliate now, so that's pretty rad, and I will share my link in the description box. Next moon cycle is going to be the wolf moon. So you're going to follow the moon cycles. Is this like a curricula per se? No, friends, it's not like a curriculum. This is like an experience. Or joining a community. Do you have to do every single element that is laid out on here? No. So that's where it's beautiful to go ahead and have it for future years if you want to go ahead and renew. What ages I recommend it for? Me personally, not Nicolette's words, it's like 3 and up. If you have younger kids, I would say, hey, you can give it a shot. There is recommendations for ages 3 to 5, like with the books and songs and things like that. And if you have tag-alongs, that's beautiful. Now, if your kiddo is just like 1 year old, you could definitely wait to go ahead and tag on, or you can just do certain little elements. Now, I normally put you face down to see this part, but I've done this so many different times that I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna look at the guide, all right? And this is the first place you want to go ahead and see. This is the platform that you will have access to once you become a member. Now, in this platform, you are going to find all you need to prepare. So you get access to everything, so you can pre-plan and have everything ready to go. Is this gonna be something that's gonna cost you a lot of money in supplies and stuff like that? It is what you make of it. You can do household items. Nicolette shows very intentional crafts and things like that, and included a lot of things that you can go ahead and just print out. A lot of this stuff can be used digitally so that you can save on paper and printing. Now you want to go ahead and print like the coloring. How it's broken out into different weeks for the moon cycle. So you're going to follow the moon cycle and let it lead you through several intentional activities and moments and experiences as a family. So this is a family guide, right? You want to do it together, but you don't have to, you know, if that's not your vibe. Don't feel like you're stuck on something. So there is 13 lunar cycles this year, so 13 collections in 2024, so that's a little bit different. You have, again, that private Facebook group. You also can follow the kids hashtag Kids Moon Club hashtag in Instagram, hashtag, okay? And also, this is also, you can, at the end, to celebrate the full moon, you can do the full moon parties and invite family, invite friends, and we have done that. And it's so awesome, and people have always loved it. So on week 1, you have the reseed and root, and week 2 is sprout and bud. Week 3 is bloom and loosen. Week 4 is release and compost. And then that is going to follow that sequence that is very indicative for that particular moon cycle. Moonifestation, which is like a manifestation, but it's something she created, and it's pretty rad for your intentions. And there's going to be prompts and stuff like that. Now, again, this is where it will fall in for various ages, because if you have older kids versus, you know, that maybe they want to write some stuff, and where younger kids may want to draw a picture, maybe they just want to tell you, maybe they just want to use peg dolls to illustrate what they're talking about, whatever it may be. And then you have your first phenology walk, right? And then you fill out your phenology wheel, which is huge and beautiful and awesome, and I've always loved doing those, and I've shown them done, like I pasted them inside my planners before. So for example, week 2, you're going to read the full moon story. You have these characters that you follow through, and these are original stories, so it's not like, oh, I've read them in some book or something like that. This is original to Nicolette. You're going to place these map pieces in the story map, and that story map is going to follow you through the entire year. So at the end of your year, you're going to have this completed story map that has been pieced together by each story, and how you help whatever intention or whatever prompt it was to bring on the full moon. Are those components that we still do? No, we don't do those anymore, because again, like I said, we've been doing this for a few years, so we just pull on certain intentions and stuff, music links and things like that to really amp it out. So I'm not going to go through every single little part, but you're going to have suggested reading books, and they're classified by 3 to 5 and also 5 and up, so it just makes it very clear. You have some lunar arts, you have some playlists, you can also make some treats. There is also like this hands-on component and outdoors component. So let's say you are somewhere that you really can't get that much outdoors. There's a lot that you can do indoors, right? Maybe you're in a place that you're not able to see the moon for whatever reason, but there can be a lot of enriching activities that you can do, and just like look it up and show it to them on YouTube. I don't know. And you complete the wheel and complete that portion, which is Awesome. And then you have additional resources that she offers. The calendar, to me, I freaking love the calendar. Calendar is obviously has the moon cycles on there, but they change every year. She has like a little bit of a different art. But if you're like a disc planner user or any kind of like, you know, planner person, I always printed these and put them in my planner. Then you have this piece of art that you can go ahead and post, or you know, on your moon corner. If you're in a small space, you can't do the moon corner. One of the things I did when we have like small space solutions is get a science board, those science project boards. And let me try to get a picture of our old science board, if I can pull it up for you and just pop it up on here and show that to you. And put all of your Moon Club stuff on the science board, and then that way you can fold it up, put it away, and that's it. So if you can't devote a corner to it, there is other ways, right? But if you can't put anything up, that's totally fine. Some astronomical events that she will go ahead and put in for that particular month so that you are aware of them and you can mark them on your calendar and stuff and go over them with your kiddo. This beautiful thing. Back to this. So this is something that you can go ahead and put in your corner or just do whatever. So for example, to run with a wolf was to run in the shadows, the dark ray of light, survival and instinct, a fierceness that was both proud and lonely, a tearing and howling, a hunger and thirst, a strength that would die fighting, kicking and screaming that wouldn't stop until the last breath has been wrung from his body. The will to take one's place in the world, to say I am here, to say I am. O.R. Mellon. So you guys know how I am. Anyway, just the manifestations, you have your intentions, and here you will have the prompts and stuff. Again, I don't want to share all that stuff, but you will have prompts and stuff like that to fill out those intentions for your manifestation. Then you have your journal entries for what you observe in your walk, and then you have your first walk, you have your whatever, and then here you have a little example of what that may look like. If your children use main lesson books, you can have them go ahead and jot that out there. If you want them to do it in their notebooks, they can do that, or they can use what is provided by her. Like, what did your senses discover? Scan. They learn along with the stories, so that was always something fun. Each month includes a new chapter, right? So they have to wait for the month to get another chapter, but the way that it's spread out, you will see. But you bring your own children into the story. So there is blank spaces, and you can go ahead and pre-fill that if you feel like you need to, or just go ahead and read and plug in your kiddos' names and just put them in different places. However many kiddos you have opportunities to plug them in for different characters. It's like super loud today, super loud. Why is it so loud? So you have to help bring on the full moon. Right? It doesn't just come because it comes. You have to help it come, right? So on the first full moon, what it says, kindness makes the full moon rise. So give someone a small secret surprise. Put it in a spot they'll see and never tell them it was me. Connects it to, some learning elements as well. Just as you are also discovering part of the names of the like wolf moon. Where did that come from? What traditions? What culture? Why is it the one that Nicolette has chosen to highlight elements? Again, you're going to be using stuff that you probably going to have around the house. I think there is very, very few times that I actually had to go and purchase something that I didn't have, but it was just usually household items. And then I know I've shown this several times. My daughter has painstakingly see, I have zero patience to do these. My daughter loves this. So you have one of these every month, and then what you have, which I won't show you, you have a shelf of books to discover for again 3 to 5s, and then 5 and up. And then some recommendations. This year for 2024 is going to be 13 lunar cycles that you're going to follow along. You're going to give, they're going to give you ideas of how to present it to your children. You have like their membership cards, you have the different elements, you have the wheel that they're going to fill out. They're, you know, you're going to get them outdoors with a purpose. So if it's hard for you, maybe it's, you know, people talk all the time in the homeschool circle, just go outside, just go outside. And maybe it's just not as easy for other families. Like maybe it's just not. All right. Everybody assumes it's just like whatever, like that's a thing. Like, and you guys know I'm a misfit. So I'm going to tell you, some families need guidance, and that's okay. It is okay to need guidance to get outdoors. And I believe this beautifully provides it, but it's not just like, oh, it's a nature study. It's beyond that, because it's like mindfulness practice, it's intentions, it's journaling, it's crafting, it's art, it's family togetherness. It gives I just think it's something that you can do as little or as much as you want, especially if you have a busy schedule. And you know, if you have older kiddos, depends on the kiddos if that's something that they still would find endearing, and you know, that they would still like it or not. My kiddos are older. If you have questions because you have kiddos that are outside of the range, just let me know in the comments. This is going to run for 4 days. I'll put the exact date in the description box below, because I have no idea what day it even is right now. What day is it? Like literally, what day is it? I don't know. I have another video coming to you soon, as you're heading into the next year. And for my readers, I have a collection of reading journals, and I'm going to show them to you side by side and let you see comparisons of some of my favorites, and perhaps you are looking for one for the new year for 2024. So I'll see you again. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for your presence. Bye-bye.
In my dreams, I'm a warrior, princess in a pattern skirt, oh yeah.